Hello, Trinity. How are you? How have you been? Good to see you. Good evening, Flying Saucer. How have you been? Good to see you as well. So, before we begin, Virgos, allow me to share a bit of information with you guys. Good evening, Porsche. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Thank you for joining the chats as we jump into another general reading for the sign of Virgos. So I know many of you have been wondering what's been going on with me. And so for some time I've been keeping things kind of to myself and I have been quiet. For those of you who know me, who've been following me for quite some time, you guys are aware that I suffer with sickle cell as well as grave thyroid disease. And so ever since February, I've been undergoing treatment. And so this past month, I have been in and out the hospital where I've been in the hospital 3 times. I've had to undergo several iron blood transfusions, IV fluids, dehydration, all that. And so last week, I suffered a major seizure that lasted longer than 30 minutes, and I suffered a couple of fainting spells. And a couple of weeks before that, I had passed out on my job. I was hospitalized. And so, come this Wednesday, I had to undergo surgery. I've been fighting with my sickle cell now for about 5 years straight. Because when I was a child, that's when I really was going through the whole sickle cell throughout my teenage years. But then as I went through my 20s and 30s, it kind of wore off. But then when I turned 48, between the ages of 48 and 53, my sickle cell came back. And so within these past 5 years, these last 12 months, I have really taken ill of the sickle cell and the grave disease. And so the reason why you guys haven't seen me is because within this past couple of months, I've been hospitalized 3 times. And so come this Wednesday, within the next 2 days, less than 48 hours away from now, I have to undergo surgery, which is going to place me on a 2 to 3 weeks healing process. And so that's the reason why I've kind of had to step away from YouTube for a while to allow myself to rest and heal as I get myself together and prepare for this operation and to protect my energy. Okay, so it has nothing to do with me not wanting to come and do readings for you guys. That's not the case at all. I have just been keeping quiet about it and I've been keeping silent about it because people tend to want to spiritually attack. You understand what I'm saying? And so sometimes people sit back waiting to see your downfall because they start wishing upon negative energy toward you. You understand? And so I've been having to fall back, you know. But all I'm gonna do is just ask for you guys to pray for me, pray for my health, because I always say health is wealth, right? And so ever since February 28th, I've been on bed rest and I've been out of work. And so it hasn't been an easy journey for me at all. And so right now I'm going through a spiritual transformation where this has been one hell of a process where I've been having to maintain my stability as best as I can. And while going through this spirit, me going through the whole spiritual everything, it's been a process, because I've been going through it by myself. Um, I've had, my god brother Carlos Jackson and my mother, they have been my biggest support system, throughout this here fight, helping me to keep my head above the water. You feel me? So I thank God for my god brother and I thank God for my mom, because those have been the only two people really holding me down. But anyway, with that being said, Virgos, I just wanted to share that with you because I know some of you have been asking, well, how come we don't see Tracy on the regular like we used to? Well, that's why, because I've been dealing with this issue for sickle cell, dealing with my sickle cell, dealing with my thyroid gray disease for quite some time. For those of you who never heard of sickle cell or you never heard of gray thyroid disease, please feel free to Google it. Okay. Now let's get ahead on and jump into your reading while I have you guys here because it's been a minute since I've done a reading for you guys. So anyway, Virgos, like I said, a general reading, you know what I'm saying? Well, I always tell people take what resonate, bits and pieces, don't force it. It may or may not be your story. It may, if so, feel free to leave a comment. Okay. Um, some of you could be dealing with a Taurus, a Cancer, a Libra. Let's see, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Aquarius. Let me see, anybody else is here? Capricorn. Okay, so let's get on and jump into your readings. Okay, Virgos, like I said, a general reading. All right, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, Virgo placements, wherever you may have Virgo on your birth chart, especially if you are Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Okay, so, and thank you for being here, by the way. So let's get on and jump in. So Virgo, starting out with the hyphen card here. Okay, I feel as though some of you could be feeling as though you're feeling restricted and constrained. Could be going through some issues where um, it's feeling as though you may have to like pull back your coins, like I said, because you are really trying to focus on your security blanket when it comes to you maintaining your stability, where it's causing you to have to go on defense mode and protect yourself. Um, because when it comes to like dealing with the Six of Cups in reverse, um, you can have someone who could be trying to stifle your blessings um with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, trying to cause you to feel as though you are self-sabotaging yourself, or because someone is trying to come in and throw obstacles in your path with that Chariot in reverse, because you are going through this spiritual resurrection, transformation, rebirth with that Judgment card. And so for some of you, it could be causing you to take fast action in order to bring about some sort of change when it comes to the Eight of Wands, okay? Or there could be some fast action or some fast changes that are going to come in due to you going through this spiritual resurrection, this rebirth, this transformation, where with the World card, some things that once upon a time where you could have felt as though you needed these things, something is coming to an end where you're kind of making room. So you could be removing all that which is old and making room for that which is new. Because some of you, you could have found yourself going through a painful heartbreak with the third, that involves a third party, due to some sort of a third party where it caused a painful breakup, causing you to have to hold on tight to your security and stability, and continue to fight for what's yours. Because when it comes to this here, like Three of Cups in reverse, um when it comes to like fake promises, people telling you what they think you want to hear and not pulling through with their promises, not doing what they say they're going to do, um people trying to send some form of black magic, not willing to take accountability for their actions when it comes to the Justice card, where Spirit is saying that the time has come for us to see through the things that we need to see through, and see it for how it really is. And so I feel as though for many of you, or for some of you, you could have found yourself being spiritually attacked by a negative Emperor, Aries, someone who was jealous of your um, succeeding in life, not wanting you to regain uh, public recognition, not wanting you to achieve your goals. I feel as though you could have had someone with Aries in a chart who was trying to steal your power away from you and take back control from you by causing you to feel as though you was burning the candle at both ends, where you're feeling driven with ambition, but at the same time trying to drain you mentally and emotionally, causing you to have to go within and kind of focus on regaining back your strength and courage when it comes to dealing with your aspiration, hopes, and dreams. Because for many of you, you could have found yourself going through some form of battle when it comes to dealing with a group of negative energy and animosity. People who have tried to gang up on you to try to shut you down, to try to destroy your aspiration and ideas. So when it comes to the Nine of Wands and Two of Wands, where you know, felt as though the time has come for you to take on this here Queen of Swords, to set some sort of clear boundaries for yourself, where the situation is causing you or forcing you to have to move away from the toxic energy and with the Six of Swords, in order for you to move forward and kind of get away from dark, cloudy surroundings and see yourself toward the light. And so there's a need for you to be patient and humble and ground yourself and move in moderation when it comes to keeping some things to yourself. And so for many of you, uh, you dealt with somebody who once upon a time took you for granted and took your kindness as weakness, and someone got upset where it led to a missed opportunity of remorse and regrets. And so now you're dealing with somebody who is feeling a bit self-absorbed, with envy, dissatisfied, and they could have been trying to put that negative energy on you. And so, for many of you, you could have found yourself manifesting with the Magician card. And so, as you begin to manifest this here new journey, for some of you, it could have felt as though every time you feel yourself pushing forward 3, 4 steps forward, it could be feeling as though you have someone trying to pull you back, with the Eight of Swords causing you to feel entrapped and isolated all in your head. Because again, um, when I go back, and like I said, with the hyphen card and that Six of Cups. So when I look at the Six of Cups with the hyphen card, and I look at the hyphen card where you could be feeling in reverse with the hyphen card, like there's some sort of restrictions or constraints being held against you, as if you're being chain bound. That can be because for some of you, somebody is trying to cause you with the Six of Cups in reverse to focus on painful past memories, where you could see yourself or find yourself replaying the tape, hitting the rewind button, and replaying a situation that took place that was very painful and hurtful in your past. Somebody who did something to you, and the last time you spoke to that person, that's the last memory that you had of the conversation, the communication. And so you find yourself from time to time replaying that, hitting that rewind button, where in your mind you keep saying, no, I'm not trying to go back there. I'm not going to speak to them because I don't want to go through that pain, that hurt no more. And so you could find yourself going through a tough situation where in some cases you are in need of help, but there's a fear of asking for help because you are trying to protect your positive energy to keep from attracting negative energy. And so what happens is, how you doing, Pamela? God bless you, girl. Welcome to the chats. And so sometimes especially when it comes to family, sometimes you can have family or, people who have supposed to really held you down, because, they say blood is thicker than water. And so sometimes blood could be the main one to hurt you the worst. And when you're going through a painful situation and it feels as though the whole world is against you, you have nobody who you can talk to, nobody who you trust, because those people who you once trusted, who you thought that really had your back, and didn't, they let you down. And so now you're at a place where you need a little bit of moral support. But where can you go to? And so you could be replaying these bad memories over in your head, like, this is what my family did to me, and this is why I can't reach out to them. but Spirit is saying that Spirit is going to send you somebody in your family who is going to loan you a hand of support throughout this time to get you back, you know, um, to kind of help you get your priorities in order. Because when it comes to the Eight of Swords energy, there's that Tower card, okay? Unabrupt, unexpected turn of the events, current of events, trying to destroy you on the home front. And so that High Priestess is here as a warning to help you go back in and examine the situation carefully and correctly, because many of you are being spiritually attacked by someone who you thought you can trust when it comes to the Five of Swords. There's a lot of deception because you have people throwing darts in your back, trying to tear you down, causing you to be put out into the cold with that Five of Pentacles. And so there seems to be some sort of conflict of envy, jealousy, and hate among wolves in sheep's clothing when it comes to that Five of Wands. Because for many of you with the Six of Pentacles, somebody took what you gave them and went and gave it to somebody else, where it had you feeling as though this person or these people were breadcrumbing you because you was putting more effort and energy into a situation, but you wasn't getting nothing back in return, because what you was giving to them, they was going back and giving it to someone else. And so for many of you, when it came to that breadcrumbing situation, you could have found yourself dealing with a Seven of Swords, a narcissist, someone malicious and sneaky, using trickery to get in and steal, a thief. When it comes to the Moon card, right there behind that Seven of Swords, Six of Pentacles energy, deception, somebody wearing a false mask, keeping things in the dark. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to expose these secrets, plotting on you, um, acting as if they want to come in and make amends with you with the Two of Cups, but in reality, they are befriending you with the reverse to get in and steal your business away from you, causing you to have to go within on hermit mode and reflect the situation, because many of you were dealing with this devil, Capricorn devil, toxic energy in reverse, where it has to do with multiple addictions, whether it's just substance abuse, drug abuse, alcohol abuse, dishonesty, thievery, where it caused some sort of mental breakdown, mental emotional breakdown, causing someone to suffer, feeling disappointed with the Five of Cups, feeling as though you were stuck with the Two of Swords, or dealing with some sort of challenge decision when it comes to the Hangman energy of having a hard time letting go of a situation, feeling as though you are going to have to make some sort of when it comes to this here letting go, where you are done giving. You understand what I'm saying? Where something strong is going to have to take place in order for you to let go of the situation, where you are being forced with the Queen of Pentacles to separate yourself from things that no longer serve you. And so when it comes to this here Page of Cups, many of you could be getting ready to receive some sort of news or information by word of mouth. Because I feel like you are trying to focus on your peace and happiness when it comes to the Sun card, but there can be and some of you can have Taurus in your in your chart as well. Okay, I feel as though you do have a Libra or Capricorn or Aries who is doing something wrong to you. Okay, I feel as though some of you can have uh Cancer, Taurus, and Sagittarius, as well as Leo in your birth placement somewhere. Okay, so give me a second to clean this up, and then we'll come in. Let me see what other energies we have, because that is that part of the energy, Virgo, that I was feeling. Pamela says she's 38 years old and trying to learn how to drive. Okay, I get it, girl. You know what? When it came to me driving, when I was a teenager, I wasn't scared to drive at all. You know what I'm saying? When I was a teenager, I would jump in any car and drive the hell out of it, right? But then when I got older, I started having a fear of driving because of more population, more people, more play, more population. And so as I started seeing a lot of people losing their life in accidents, I started having a fear of driving because of all the people and all the cars on the road and people acting crazy. So I get it. Says you just bought for the first time. Well, congratulations if you just bought yourself a car for the first time. I completely understand. It's amazing to know that when we are teenagers, right, and you're in your younger 20s, it's like you don't have a fear of nothing. Because I remember back when I was in my 20s and I was in my teenage years, I wasn't scared of nothing. So all over to my 30s, I wasn't afraid of nothing. I would travel the world, I would go places, do things, and I never had any fears or doubts or anxieties whatsoever. It wasn't until I found myself involved in abusive, toxic, negative situations, relationships, people, places, and things as I got older that I started facing reality and learning the world itself. When I started seeing shit for how it really was, that's when I was like, wow, because you would think that because you're a good person and you don't have the intentions to want to hurt nobody, use nobody, abuse nobody, and that's not what you attract, but yet still you find yourself attracting these negative people or obstacles and places, not understanding why, right? And so sometimes you go through different tests, different challenges, trials and tribulations, and it becomes a learning experience, where you later have to come back and you will, after going through a healing process, you now have what is considered your testimony, you know, taking on this new path, this spiritual journey, this going through this spiritual resurrection like I'm going through, and having to remain strong and patient and stay prayed up, right? And have to continue um protecting yourself. Yeah, because I do see many of you, you're going to be focusing on your Two of Wands as well as the Eight of Pentacles. So I do see where it could be some fears of planning when it comes to the Two of Wands, not knowing what to expect, not knowing what's on the other side. I do feel as though you have spiritually become grounded and humble to a point where you have become someone completely brand new, someone different. And so because you're on this spiritual journey of becoming someone brand new, a child of God, and you now know who you really are, is like this new person that you have become, um this child of spirit, is you have become a different person. And so you're not the same person that you once was when you was in your early 20s or 30s. You're not repeating those same mistakes that you once did. Okay, so yeah, so change. The Eight of Wands just came out. Okay, so many of you, there's going to be some sort of fast change that is going to occur, that is going to take place. Like I said, that devil energy is there trying to destroy you. For some of you, it's like suffering in silence or grieving in silence, or this can be somebody who is trying to bring downfall not just upon you, but also causing some sort of downfall to family members in your family. So you can have someone where if they cannot spiritually affect you, then it will trickle down and they will try to spiritually attack the next person who's close to you. So if you're not being spiritually attacked, or if you're feeling as though you're being spiritually attacked, you can also have someone who is trying to spiritually attack your children, your grandkids, trying to cause a destruction on the family, to cause a tower to come trickling down, starting with you, right? And so where it starts with you, you are the one who has been chosen to have to make this spiritual sacrifice when it comes to being or becoming the spiritual prayer warrior, when it comes to being the one to pray the strongest, not just for you, but for your loved ones. And so it's up to you to tell, that dark energy to get ahead on and flee and place it in the blood of Jesus and pray the devil up off of you and your family when it comes to these satanic forces that are trying to come up against you. Yeah, so it's like you have someone trying to block your intuition when it comes to you moving forward, just like I said, okay? So change is coming in, but I feel as though many of you are going to regain some sort of spiritual um direction, spiritual guidance that's going to show you that you are not alone, that you do have your family and spiritual ancestors with you, helping to guide you along the way. And so it's like what was meant to destroy you and kill you, somebody could have been keeping an eye on you to see if you were going to actually crumble. Because, like I said, many of you are dealing with a seven of swords. Somebody sneaky, malicious, watching you, spying on you. And here go the high priest. Pay attention to the red flags. Because you do have somebody that's an enemy that is wishing your downfall, wanting to see what's going on for you. Um, you know what I'm saying? And like these people are in shock when they see you still standing and bouncing back, and then they don't understand that the things that they have done to you to stop you and block you and destroy you and hinder you and try to put these chains on you and bind you, um, witchcraft, whatever they want to call it. What goes around comes around, and what goes on in the dark is going to come to the light. And those that try to send this negative karma your way is going to end up receiving karma when it's all done and said. So it's like whatever they do to you is going to come back to them. Uh, trust and believe that. This is hard, double fold. Exactly. Yeah. So, like I said, some of you could be dealing with a Gemini with that Lovers card, okay? So, there could be some sort of block of communication between you and the Gemini or a difference of understanding. And so, they go to Hermit card, Virgo. So, yeah, this is your reading. You showed up in your own reading. So, go on within to take a moment to reflect on the situation. And this other person can also have Virgo in their chart or Gemini, where they too can also be going within because some of you could be dealing with a King of Cups who is emotionally in their feelings and they could be trying to use manipulation to get back in your good grace or where they wronged you. So, like I said, I know I've been away, you know what I'm saying, for a while, but it's all good because you guys know when I come back, I try to give you as much information, right, as I get it. So sometimes I guess you could say I'm spiritually led, okay? So I come in, I guess, at the right time when you need it, right? Because you know how sometimes we can get on YouTube and we could be strolling different readings, and even though you're listening to different YouTube readings and you're kind of getting bits and pieces, it still feels as though something hasn't quite been answered just yet, right? And so it's like you're not really fulfilled until you receive the entire message that was meant for you to receive. You know, I understand, I get it. There are a few readers who I really like to listen to. You know, yeah, like I said, when it comes to your peace and happiness, that sun card, meaning you can have Leo in your chart, that high priestess here, that high priestess. So see, you got the high priestess and the high priest here. Okay, so you're taking on this high priestess energy for sure when it comes to going within and examining the situation carefully. Okay, because when it comes to the Aquarius star card in reverse, there could be a lack of faith where somebody is feeling disconnected in the relationship or the situation when it comes to dealing with that Ten of Pentacles in reverse or with that star card. Okay. Some of you could be dealing with someone who is stubborn, selfish, unapologetic, only thinking of themselves. I know that's right, Trinity. You better sing those spiritual hymns, girl. Amen. You know? Yeah, because you're taking on the Nine of Pentacles. So see, the Nine of Pentacles when it comes to trying to focus on yourself after going through some sort of disappointment with the Five of Cups. It's like I said, giving you clarity. Oh my God. And there go to Aries again, the Emperor. So some of you could have been dealing with someone who was also married, or this could be a boss, a high of authority, someone who was trying to misuse their power of authority over you when it comes to you because you're trying to take back control of your life when it comes to you trying to maintain your stability. Because I definitely feel like you have someone that's watching you that's been trying to keep up, trying to find out, figure out what's been going on with you. What's up, CJ? Good evening, girl. Welcome to the chats. Yeah, like I said, there go that moon energy. There go that moon energy, that deception. And again, it has to do with that Six of Wands. Somebody who was hoping to have some sort of a union victory with you, and it probably didn't turn out. I feel as though Spirit is going to lead you. Yeah, so there's definitely a need for you to definitely listen to your intuition when it comes to the Queen of Cups, because somebody could be trying to spiritually attack your pentacles. But I feel as though many of you have lots of new windows of opportunities where new doors are going to begin to open up for you. Some of you may have already experienced that, okay? So you may find yourself, uh, no, I'm just going to say there's going to be some new windows of opportunity and new doors. I'm not going to speak too much because, cross watches, no shade. Yeah, you definitely have a sneaky King of Wands trying to come in, and some of you could be dealing with a Page of Swords in reverse, somebody who's all talk, no action. Okay, trying to tell you what it is you want to hear, like I said. And I do feel like you have someone trying to wave a wand. Trying to use this magic, like I said, black magic, trying to raise this wand in front of you to try to stop and block. Yeah, I feel like somebody is definitely sitting back. I don't know who this is. I'm picking up on that witch's energy. Because like I said, they go that Five of Cups of disappointment. Because you're coming in with the Empress energy. So the Empress energy dealing with the Emperor energy. When it comes to you taking on that feeling creative and abundant. Someone trying to control the situation or trying to control you. It's crazy. Yeah. Someone is trying to actually freeze up something. So we're going to ask Spirit to cover that and reverse it and send back whatever it is they're trying to freeze. If anything, Spirit, break the wand. Break it. Whatever's in their hand, break it. Break it. Scare them like they're trying to do the Virgo. Yeah, you definitely got that. So you're focused on your own wealth and abundance at this time, as you should be. But somebody could be trying to cause you to come in and carry this burden, or many of you could be feeling as though that you could view the situation as a burden, where you're carrying some sort of heavy load, where there's a need for you to release some of this heavy load. And I feel like Spirit is going to help you do that because, like I said, you do have new beginnings coming in when it comes to that Ace of Cups. Okay, but there could definitely be some conflict surrounding that new beginning. Okay, so there could definitely be a need for healing, a need for forgiving, a need for understanding. When it comes to dealing with the envy and the animosity and the jealousy, especially between mistress and wife. Okay, where a husband could have cheated and had some sort of outdoor marital affair. I'm picking up on that as well because there's a tower coming in, like I said, that tower, that unexpected, unabrupt change that's trying to come in quickly. And for some of you, protect your hair. So if you're out, put your hair up, wrap your hair, because you can have someone who's trying to take some of your hair and use it in the form of magic, okay? So if you are somebody who tends to go out and wear your hair down, or you could be amongst a circle of people, fake friends, be careful because you can have someone trying to cut your hair. Even if it's a weave, if you wear that weave on your head, somebody could take some clips of your hair. So tie your hair up and cover it with a scarf or something other, one of them African, uh, you know, cover your head up because I feel like someone is trying to use your hair, clips of your hair. Be careful with that. For my Virgo men, be careful whose food you eat. Even for my Virgo women, be careful whose food you eat. Because I feel like someone is trying to put their period blood or urination in your food or sperm in your food. So be careful when it comes to accepting plates of food from people, okay? Because I feel like somebody can be putting something inside of food. Okay, especially for my Virgo men. Okay, so be careful. Don't accept food from people right now, Virgo. Okay, because many of you are waiting on your ships to come in, and so yeah, there could be a lot of contemplating and meditating going on when it comes to figuring out what's your next step. But yeah. So whatever you do, don't drink behind nobody, don't eat nobody's food, and cover your hair. Because I feel like someone is trying to curse you. What's up, Dina? How are you, girl? Shout out getting on the chats. Yeah, so I feel like you got the universe on your side when it comes to the Wheel of Fortune, like I said. And so there's going to be some sort of wish fulfillment, wish granted when it comes to this spiritual journey. I do feel like something is going to pay itself off, but you do have that devil energy trying to come in and entrap you and isolate you and bond you to them when it comes to the swords. So you could be dealing with a toxic. Let's see. Yeah, the food card. So I do feel like, again, Virgo, so that's a good thing. I feel like you're getting ready to take some sort of leap of faith forward when it comes to the food card, where you are going to be leaving a toxic situation behind with the Six of Swords. So eventually you're definitely moving forward, okay? And so I feel like you are going to be paying close attention to that there, keeping your options open when it comes to the Seven of Cups, choosing wisely what is the best option or opportunity for you. I would kind of break free from, I wouldn't be in a rush to look for relationships and love right now. I would kind of focus more so on your spiritual stability and security. Okay. Continue to focus on yourself. If you are single and celibate, try to hold on to you being single and celibate, okay, until the right time, okay? Because I feel like Spirit is going to open positive doors, new doors for you. So don't be in a rush to get into anything new right now. Look out for yourself, okay? So there is a need for you to protect your values, cover defense mode when it comes to dealing, like I said, with a King of Swords in reverse, somebody who's selfish, stubborn, unapologetic, only thinking about themselves. Because when it comes to the Six of Cups, you could be dealing with a past person who you view as a stalemate, who could be holding on, going down memory lane, playing it over. This person could be thinking about the good times you two shared, and you could be thinking about the negative hurt and pain that this person brought upon you. Okay, which is causing you to focus on yourself with that nine of pentacles, because like I said, of deceit, somebody wearing that false mask that came in here. So I'm gonna kind of leave it at that, Virgo. Because, yeah, like I said, when it comes to this chariot card in reverse, where there seems to be a lack of direction due to someone trying to take power and control over you when it comes to that chariot card, because some of you are dealing with that strong negative masculine energy, that King of Wands in reverse. Somebody who was trying to cause you to suffer with anxiety with the Nine of Swords. You understand? Um, yeah, trying to affect the way you sleep. Something is coming to an ending with the World card. Like I said, because you had people stabbing you in the back with the Ten of Swords. So I do feel like whatever this is that's coming to an ending is going to be a beginning full circle right there. You know, so almost like when one door closes, another one opens. Okay. So Virgo, I'm gonna leave it there. All right. Um, I will try to come back tomorrow and give you guys a reading. Because like I said, coming this Wednesday, I have to undergo surgery, so I will probably be down for a week or so. You know what I'm saying? So I will definitely try to come back tomorrow and give you guys my last reading until I bounce back after my operation. Okay? So keep me in prayer, you guys. Pray that I have a speedy healing recovery, and pray that this operation that I have to go through this Wednesday will all turn out for the best. Okay? So with that being said, God bless you guys. Yeah, Dana, go back and hit the replay. All right? Love and God bless you guys. I'm out.